Well, welcome back, you lovely words to this, the FIFA 17 Ajax career mode. And guys, in the previous episode, you guys went ahead and voted on who you wanted to be profiled in the next episode. And instead of a traditional player, you wanted a backstory, kind of in the vein of the other YSL guys. Shoutouts to Cutsy, to Bam Strike, to DK Sparn. So in that note, we're going to go ahead and give you the backstory of young Eduardo Rossi, the next Brazilian wonderkid. The story of young Eduardo Rossi begins in the city of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Raised by a middle-class family, they had him when they were quite young, and sadly, his mother passed away during childbirth. His father, who had a promising career in football, actually had to give it up in order to work 3 jobs to support his son. Through his hard work and help from his family, they made sure that Rossi would get everything that he ever needed as a child. Eduardo, much like his father, quickly developed a knack for football. Being a standout in a few local tournaments, Eduardo was identified and put into the famed Sao Paulo Youth Academy. Not playing much street ball growing up, Eduardo never really picked up a love of flair or tricks that most Brazilians are most well renowned. Instead, he inherited his father's work ethic and godly touch with his right foot. His technical abilities were as bright as diamonds, even though he was much smaller and not as fast as most of the other boys. The ball always seemed glued to his foot. The local kids ended up nicknaming him reknown because of his swagger on the pitch, his light-skinned complexion, and celebrity crush on singer-songwriter and island goddess Rihanna. But as he grew older, an issue grew with him, or in this case, didn't grow. You see, Eduardo was only 4'11" by age 15, and as the other boys grew stronger and bigger, Rossi found himself chased down and bullied off the ball more and more often. The coaches started to have their doubts about young reknown. His father would console him after each practice as he would come home crying, feeling his dreams were slipping away. But his father would reassure him, and he told him that if he just kept working hard and believing in himself, things would have a funny way of working out. But Eduardo's worst fears came true as Sao Paulo informed him that they would not be renewing his contract at the end of the season. Through tearful eyes, Eduardo asked why, and the head scout looked at him and said it was because of his lack of size would forever limit his ability to play at the top level, and that he should give up on his dream as football was no longer for him. It seemed as if Eduardo's journey had ended before it ever had truly begun. And thus ends part 1 of Eduardo's backstory, guys. Obviously, this isn't where it truly ends. Tune in next time to find out where or how Eduardo actually makes it over to Amsterdam. And hopefully you guys did enjoy part 1 of that sultry story. Now let's go ahead and get into this episode. We're going, 2 games as per usual now, the new usual. One in the Orange Cup, the Netherlands Domestic Cup, as well as one in the Eredivisie, where we've been kind of slipping form lately, not even gonna lie. And then the next episode, get your booty hype, because we got second leg in Napoli, as well as Santi Escobar and PSG. Do I do a little bit of a cutscene, man? Do I have the time to do the cutscene? I'll try my best to get a little something together for old time's sake, but let's go ahead and advance it in this one, and let's go ahead and get into this match at home versus Ehrenwein, I believe is how you pronounce it correctly. Now, most of the usual suspects in this lineup to conquer, Ziyech, Bazor, Big Bad Bazor. We're going to go ahead and switch out Vierhover for Sanchez, the Colombian wonder, Moocher, as I like to call him, and, of course, I do not see Rossi, I do not see Eduardo, a.k.a. Reknown, in the lineup, so we're going to go ahead and put the little Swaggermeister, the Mighty Mouse himself, put him into the lineup ahead of Bertrand Traoré, who's more and more looking like we're probably not going to use him. We're not probably going to pick up that option of 7 mil at the end of the year. Put him Vierhover, get a little bit more depth. We're going to look around a little bit more, and I think, that's going to be pretty much it. This is the lineup that we're going in with. Will Rossi make another impact off of the bench? A lot of you guys did vote, and you guys said that, it counted as a debut goal. So, instant legend for the Brazilian wonder kid himself. As you can see right here, we sit atop the league, but precariously atop the league, what once was commanding, it was like 10-point to a 9-point lead. Now, only 7 points. Only 7 points ahead of Feyenoord, I believe. Maybe it's time to make a change. The 3-4-3 things. Can it be doing? It's been doing wonders lately, but it's just been giving up too many goals, especially up against these more attacking 4-3-3 sides. Ehrenvine got Veerman up top. Also, the home of St. Husti is the guy that we tried to pick up, but unfortunately, I was a bad age and I don't know the math and didn't have the moolah. Didn't have the moolah dollar bill, y'all. So that pipe dream will be held off till tomorrow. And look at this. I need to show more Sanchez because he is just absolute Colombian wonder, man. The man is worth his weight in cocaine. And now going on to the inside to Bailey. Can he put one past the keeper? Once again, he's so dangerous when he cuts in from that post, from the on that wing, man. And look at that. The no-touch dribbling takes a pass and the pace to run, past all those defenders and just cannot find the finish. A little bit of disappointment, but I like what he's thinking. And then Bailey, once again, the Jamaican, Usain Bolt-esque wonderkid, goes into the inside. More dangerous play. Tintaka links up. And great clearance off the line by the Ehrenvine defender in there. Then Sanchez able way to parry the way to danger, but only as far as the top of the box. Larson. Danger. Stranger danger right here. Ehrenvine were the ones that were on the press now. No, Nana. Good strong hands. What is thy name? And that would be it, guys. Once again, cagey stuff, and we needed a little bit of a spark to bring in. We have a little bit of dynamism out on that left side with Leon Bailey. And now we're going to go ahead and bring in a little bit of spice, a little bit of nice, and everything naughty. Go ahead and get it. Can Rossi be the difference in this match with the substitution at halftime? But once again, old times, same as new times. Dangerous stuff from Ehrenvine. I let him run free right here. Step up, make the wrong turn. Riddlewald, lovely tucked away finish. Slotted home past Onana to the far post. And just sloppy. Sloppy Joe defending right here. Onana, not your fault right here. I get sloppy over pursuit to the outside. Give him the inside once again. What was I doing? Running, playing ring around the rosy with myself. And that goes ahead and lets them get Veerman onto the board there. We're going to have to chase the game. Position that we're not too unfamiliar with because Eduardo Rossi goes at skips past two defenders, puts the ball into the end, and both of the wingers link it up. That is what I'm talking about. Quickly making his name. Putting his name into the headlights. What's in the headlights? What am I even talking about? Putting his name up in lights. Leon Bailey missed his first chance, missed a couple of chances, was not going to miss that one, and Eduardo Rossi doing a little bit fake shot, skidding past two defenders, putting the low-driven cross, across the bow into the danger zone. And once again, having an impact, even as a 64-rated player, the man really is living up to the name. Draquillo! And then Onana, great little reaction right there, getting down, getting quick. And can we find a second one? Can we push on? Can we be inspired to go ahead and get a second goal? Leon Bailey gets into this, and they have had enough. Dangerous play, and that will elicit a yellow card from keeper. And unfortunately, Boer also injured on that play. It's going to have to be taken out. Osadebe getting in. Alexander Isak, who's been quiet, these past couple episodes after tremendous amount of form in the first half. Haven't really heard all too much from him. Kenitete, cheeky little back pass is deflected over there. Gets it over to Klaassen. He'll be patient. They flies it with his left foot! And on the death of the game, the captain of Ajax puts the team on his back and says, yo, these legs are strong. These legs and back are strong. I've been working out, bro. I got that whey of protein, bro. I got that protein shake, bro. As he absolutely mollywops one with his non-preferred left foot. And oh my days, what a cunt. What a freaking thunder cunt. Outstretched, hopeless stuff for the keeper. As Hikari Mugen, get hyper. After that, and after drawing a lot of games recently, that just feels vindicated. Goodness, man, the nips. The tingle be full on in my dingle. For that boy right there, Klaassen. We give him that number 10. What is he doing with that 18? I'm sorry that we put you away. You remember The shenanigans that was going on earlier this season when he was like, I want to leave the team all of a sudden. I don't know why he has a southern accent, because I can't do a Dutch accent. But he was all like, I want to leave the team. And then we loaned him out for a split second. And then I forgot to change his number back. Well, he's earned it. El Capitano. Give him that boy. Give him that boy his number 10 back. And there we go. Lovely stuff. Eduardo Rossi making his impact. Goals from Leon Bailey and Clausen will be the difference in this match. We were outplayed right there. We had more of the possession, but Aaron Vine were more dangerous. More shots on target, but we got Onana, what's thy name, in the net. And we were able to go on. Unfortunately, Rashadi Bazour has a bruised leg and will be out 8 days, so he will miss the next match in the Orange Cup, which is not too big of a deal, As we go ahead, we move into the next month, which means confirmed we're not going to be able to sign anyone anymore. They only last for about a month. But in the Youth Academy, I was taking a look at a couple of these kids, and this Belgian kid right here, 5'7", 81 to 90. I seen that dark green as potential. You know, he's a little bit expensive already, so we're going to go ahead and try to bring him in and see if, we can get a little Belgian delight in here. Also, we're going to switch up a couple of the boots. Eduardo Rossi, I bought those new boots for him, so he's got the Pogba boots on as well. Right here, these are the sensual, delectable, powerful, sleek legs of Kasper Dolbergson. We're going to switch up his Messis to the white and red Messis, just so it kind of fits a little bit more. And we're giving Clausen back his number 10 because he deserves it. You earned it, brother. You spurned us a little bit early in the season, but you came back and you loyal. You're a real one. You holding it down. And as we go into this next match, we need the youngsters to hold it down. I think a lot of you guys really did enjoy, and I personally did enjoy, early in the season when we, were only doing the Champions League with the second team. So we're going to keep that going. I think from here on out, in the Orange Beker, or however you pronounce it, we're going to be starting most of our second teamers, if not all the second teamers in here. As you can see, Mbappe, Lawton, Isak from Cherney. Rossi still starting off of the bench because he's a little bit tired from the last match. But a lot of dynamism in the midfield. Nori-san, who we profiled in the past, I'm starting to grow and trying to learn how to use him more and more. I'm starting to fall in love, man. I mean, I have a girlfriend, but I might have to leave her. Van der Beek, Schöne, who put in the absolute fire blast a couple of episodes ago, and Gal Menace. Been solid, man. Not really heralded, but he's going to be a goody one. He's going to be a goody one for the future. Veltman, Delight, and Fearhaver also starting in the nets between the sticks. He's had surprising performances, Svilar, good stuff right here. And I'm doing a little coaching decision, seeing which foot that Schöne prefers. And we're going to go ahead and move the Danesman over to the right side. And as we go into this one, AZ's been giving us, he gave us troubles. I remember we drew against him in the previous episode. So what is in store for us? And look at the other side of the bracket, ladies and gents. PSV and Feyenoord, because of course. Of course, a horse. Of course. Hikari Mugen going ahead, giving Fearhaver the captaincy of the day. Probably should have given it to Schöne, seniority and all that whatnot. But Mbappe Lawton, I feel like Mbappe Lawton and Cherney have just been close this year, man. They truly feel like they just on the brink of a breakout, and I felt good. I felt good about our wingers in this match. As for AZ, I just don't want to get headed on for days anymore. Please no mas. Please no mas. As we are early on, Isak going ahead, flipping onto the inside. How is this? How are both of these not a penalty? And insult to injury, it actually resulted in a goal kick. Ridiculous, but beautiful pass onto the overside. And Svilar, that is why I am not afraid to start him, man. Great little dive save right there. Unmarked, completely unmarked. This is what can happen sometimes when you only got three in the back. The kid on the back post, completely unmarked, takes it. Good shot, but an even better save from, I believe, our Belgian keeper? I forgot what ethnicity. Let's Svilar again. Anyway, Mbappe Lawton going ahead, cutting inside, keeps on running, no touch, dribbling to the inside, gets the angle of the defender, and then 5 holes Ricketts! Oh my word! Well, Mbappe Lawton has just broken the game of FIFA. The no touch is real right there at the end, takes an acute angle. The defender, who is black by the way, does not take the best of angles, cannot keep up with pace. That is just how freaking fast Mbappe Lawton is. and then poor. Just absolutely poor from the keeper. But low-driven finishes, man, they give you that chance. They give you that chance, and then poor. Speaking of poor, was that it? Nope, goal line technology at its finest. The wristwatch did not light up right there. You can go ahead and put that, put that Casio right down, and more dastardly defending. The Dark Arts already pissed off that he was thwarted by the likes of Mbappe Lawton, will not get run over or run past by the white boy in Cherney. But look at this. He was cutting to the inside. 1-2. And great deflection on Overeem. Well, I was saying, man, Cherney once again flying inside out of nowhere. RKO style. And could have gotten ourselves a second in this one. And then Spielar go ahead and put it up. But it wasn't just all one-sided, man. AZ were coming at us. Coming as hard, coming as long. And another fantastical save. And where to find them? From Spielar. But we're going to have to keep strong. We're going to have to keep long. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please no dogs. Please no dogs. As we have to defend this corner. 35th minute. Flipping it into the middle. The near post is untouched. And a free header. Devastatingly accurate. Excuse me. And Spielar, you got to get big. You got to get big in that situation. Unlucky for him. Should have defended that. Instead, I try to push up with one of my wingers. Try to get the second, and I am punished. And once again, AZ, bit of a bogey team, causing us issues, man. Could we muster once a man? We've been doing it all season. We go down, we get tied. Doesn't even matter. The tenacity of this team is iron. And there we go into the middle. Nori playing it over. Unselfish play to Isak. Gets the angle. Fires it. Ricketts this time. Great save. Johansson just does enough to push it out of bounds. And then they come again. Spielar. Good gorilla wrist over there. And then Cherney flipping it into the middle. What can we do here? Bounces onto the inside. Nori. No touch dribble. Skips past one. Fires. And off of Isak. All right. So here we come once more. Rossi going ahead. Linking up now into the match. Plans it in a bit of space. He's going to take one more run. What does he do right here? Fires it right. Had Ricketts right there in the number one. After a little bit of a blunder early on, has been an absolute wall. Speaking of walls, Spielar, get down, get low. And kind of a keeper's duel near the end of the game. Not the most clinical stuff from either side. In fact, I would say that AZ was making, Spielar work a lot harder than we ever did to Ricketts. And look at this, tired legs at the back, once again called upon to save the day. And Spielar does it once more into the night. Great little no-touch dribblings from Nori, and just cannot put the final touch to that. We're going into the second period of extra time. Even with our youngsters in this match, you don't want to be going on to this. But there we go, easy 1-2 as you like. Bertrand Traore. Too freaking easy, and just AZ collapse. It's been 107 minutes. Their legs are absolutely shattered, and we bring in a man who can run at 95 pace. And it was all that she wrote. Good little no-touch dribbling, put himself in a position to deliver an absolute blister into the back net. He's been much maligned. When called upon him, he is the hero of the day. Can we hold on, though? Will he be the hero of the day? Look at me going ahead and getting hyped. Maybe, 7.5 million. Maybe not that bad. But we will see. Can we hold on? 120th minute. Mbappe Lawton is now hurt. A lot of injuries going on in this match. Isak gets taken down. And a lot of curious calls. They let him play. It was rough. There were a couple of tackles that could have gone either way on our side. So, not going to be. And because of the slippy-dippy legs of Ricketts right there, we advance. Good stuff. Osadebe actually getting his first man of the match from Ajax. So shove it in all y'all faces who say, why do you have Osadebe on the team? The man can run for ages. And in, important fixtures, in fixtures where you need stamina, he's a body that can get the job done. He's cheap. He doesn't complain. He's just great cheap labor, essentially. He is the Chinaman that puts your iPhone together. That is what he is on this team, man. And he is God bless his soul, because I really do love my smartphones. Anyway, guys, we go ahead and advance in the Orange Cup. Really excited to see who is going to be on the other side. Will it be Feyenoord? I'm kind of hoping for PSV and another rematch, another take up against Santi Escobar. A lot of stuff to look forward to in the next episode, as well as the second half of the Eduardo Rossi story. If you haven't checked out the previous episode, I must humbly ask you to go ahead and do that right now. Go ahead, hit a like. We've been a little bit low on the likes. Can we get it back up to 100? go ahead, smush them hard nipples, man. Smush them hard nipples, because I took a little bit of while to go ahead and write that Eduardo Rossi story. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments down below, and if you would like other stories from either real-life players as we continue on. It was a nice little breath of fresh air. Anyway, guys, my name is Beamons. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this lovely, lovely weekend. Team of the Year is right around the corner. Remember, stay yourself, stay humble, be weird. Break it out.